Today on Tikifire Book Reviews, Kon-Tiki, Across the Pacific by Raft by Thor Heyerdahl. Hello, Tikifire here with another Tikifire book review. And this is a book I picked up a few years back called Kon-Tiki, Across the Pacific by Raft by Thor Heyerdahl. And this is a great book, especially if you like adventure stories, people going out on their own and, having ideas that are not necessarily the popular idea of the day, but they go out on their own to try and prove their idea. Let's take a look at the book. This is the 1950 Common Reader Classic Bestseller, it says. And let me tell you, if you've never read this book, but you like adventure stories and nonfiction and true life stories, this is definitely a good one. They've made a movie recently, which I haven't gotten a chance to watch yet, out of the book. And there was a documentary from the 1950s based on their real adventures, and I guess they filmed it and that sort of thing. Basically what this is about, Thor Heyerdahl had this theory that, this idea, I guess you could call it, that he wanted to prove the theory, to use that in a correct way, it was his hypothesis that the Pacific Islands were settled by South Americans. And he wanted to prove that you could build a raft out of materials available on the west coast of South America and sail to the Pacific Islands. He wanted to prove this. And Thor Heyerdahl was Norwegian, so he went to South America with a group of men, and they built a raft out of trees that they cut down there using traditional tools, and they sailed their raft across the Pacific Ocean, which is vast, thousands and thousands of miles, and they actually made it. And he wrote this book about their experience, and it is so good, this book. It's one of those page turners. It really keeps you going, and really, you get invested in Thor and in his men and their adventure. And there's some scary moments where sharks are circling the raft, and there's amazing moments, like for instance, when they're on the raft and it's dusk, I believe, or dawn, I don't know. It's either the light going away or coming up, and the plankton are like glowing in the light. There's some stuff in there that's really cool. So if you get a chance to read this, pick it up somewhere pretty cheap, definitely do it, especially if you like adventure stories and you like science and nonfiction and that sort of thing. He was really trying to prove his theory. And evidently the actual raft they use, they took it back to Norway and sent a pavilion there. And I'm going to have to go to Norway someday and see this thing. So thanks for watching. Please check this book out. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this. And check out my other videos. Thanks.